My name's Ben Carver. I'm the Deputy Head Teacher at Monks Abbey Primary School. I've been in the role for 18 months now, and part of my role is leading the Kyra Kids Council, which is an opportunity for children to come together in a host school to collaborate, to look at things that they enjoy about their school, things that they want to celebrate, want to share, but also find those ideas that they want to improve. So they go around with a focus, which is assigned by the head teacher of each host school. They engage together, collaboratively, walking around the school or doing activities such as the Forest Schools activities. And then we all come together at the end to give feedback to the head teacher about what we've found, what we've done. And then we bring that back to our own schools to feed with our school councils. Okay, so we're looking at opportunities for school improvement and having that pupil voice that comes through that. So the individual head teachers have that opportunity to pick the focus linked usually to the school development plan. So it could be something like previous examples we've had where we've looked at a maths learning walk, and we've been around the whole of a junior school looking at examples of good practice, but then also having pupil interviews as part of that. So when we come back, we fill in a feedback form that provides pupil voices for what the focus is for that visit. So recently we did at an infant school, and it was looking at reading, the developing reading. So they've just had their library developed. So we walked around the whole school to look at reading in the whole school, ending up in the library, where was their wow moment. And it was that actually the head teacher was saying, do the classrooms reflect what is going on in our reading area and our wow reading area? So that's one area of it with the school improvement, but also we have those enrichment opportunities for the children to give them those experiences that they may not have elsewhere. So it's we've got a trip coming up in November to the Guildhall. So again, have that tour, look at how the chamber is used as a meeting hall, and in that meeting we'll be setting up our agenda for the year. So what the children want to achieve as a Kyra Council. And we also do in the summer term of every year, we go to Taunton All Saints and do a Forest Schools experience morning, which is just great fun for the children to collaborate, work as a team, to really just get to know each other and just enjoy being in a different setting in a different school. Okay, so the opportunities that the Kyra Council meetings have is it brings the children together. The children who, from my school in particular, they really want to go to those meetings because when we return from them, they're really keen to share what they've been up to. So it might be that they've seen something that they really, really like. It might be they come back and say to their class teacher, oh, this display was really, really good, or I really liked how they did this in this lesson. And it really gives them that motivation to improve their school as well, and really to celebrate and share what their school does well, but also by looking at what other schools are doing. So it's that enthusiasm, that motivation to improve what they're experiencing. And then the collaboration is fantastic. We've got a nice pocket of schools now in central Kyra that come together. And it's great to see familiar faces in terms of teachers. Some children it's still the same, but it would be much more beneficial, there'd be much more of an impact if we could widen that scope and have more people attending, more children to interact with, more ideas, different settings, different contexts. We've got so many different schools around Lincolnshire. It's so diverse, such a diverse range of schools. So if we can have so many representatives from all the different kind of schools, it's going to have a massive impact on not only raising standards in our own schools, but also improving communications between children. We're going to really have that pupil voice coming through, and that's something that we can really celebrate as a Kyra school, that the pupils have that say, and we can do that across a bigger scale.